He licked the lens. Hi, I'm Walt, and this is Boats and Woodworking. If you're watching this, then I made it through the first video. It seemed like a good time to do another video because I've been working on this project for 1 year. I'm going to give you a little timeline, which I left out of the first video. I started the planning of this project in fall of 2020. I contacted the designer for plans in late fall. He was pretty long getting the plans done. It got into late winter, and we started actual construction in June of 2021. Today is June 2022, so I'm at 1 year. So it's special for me, not for anyone else, but done a lot of work since the last video, and I'd like to show you what we've done. So we'll go on up and take a look. Since the last video, gotten all this planking completed. A lot of them go on a lot different. This plank goes on different than these planks. You'd almost have to do it to understand. But now, the higher up, the easier they are to go on. Now, I'm going to start with the planking to go all fore and aft. I think it'll go fairly faster, except the planks get a little longer. They get 3 inches longer. Seth made this bearing cut for me. All of these strips ran long, and I planned for days how I was going to make this cut, and he did a great job. We used multiple tools. Started off with skill saw, went to jigsaw, sander, planer. Anyway, I put a few strips on this side, and they are really pushing my limit. They got a long taper at that end and a double, an angle and a bevel on this end. So I thought this side was hard, this side's harder. So my latest plan is to complete this entire side and then move to the other side. I just wanted to see how this was going to be, and I thought I could put a plank on each side in a day. That really didn't work that good because they're completely different setups, and I needed my walkboard over here. But now I'm getting to the point where I got to climb up on the boat. The strips are running about 17 feet long. I have a setup where I can put on 2 a day, and last week I was getting 2 on a day. Got another problem, we're getting ready to run out of cedar, but we got enough to finish this side. So I shot videos during the process, not from the very beginning, but I'm going to include clips of them in this video, just various things that happened and people who helped and so forth. So let me know if you like it. All right, well, I'm making a piece to go against the temporary stem that'll give me area to screw into the planks. All this is temporary, but you need a pretty good surface. So it is a rolling bevel. It changes as it moves forward or aft. This is approximately 45 degrees, and I'm going to cut it right now. I'm going to glue it to the boat and then finish it off with an aggressive small sander. I'm going to go about my deepest setting as I can on this. applying pressure differently on the plane. As I see I'm closer to this edge than I am to my bevel line. It didn't really like going in a curve, but it's okay. I'm going to use my Lie-Nielsen block plane, which is a wonderful tool. I have several old Stanley tools, Sargent, everything. This plane is a delight to use. I would highly recommend them. You can't add it back. I'm bucking the green, it appears, so I'll get in the way of the camera. This doesn't need to be perfection. I think I'm close enough, although I do see an area that needs touched up. The reason I'm not going down low in the vise, the block plane would hit. Hope I won't have to do too much adjustment on the boat, because it's kind of awkward. You can't, even if you're on a ladder, it pushes you away. You notice I have to label everything. They are different. And the boat's upside down, so port and starboard are opposite, being upside down. All right, I'm going to attach this temporary stem we just beveled in the sketchiest way I can stand up here. I do have a block of wood screwed to the floor. I'm using Titebond to attach this. There's no need to use that expensive epoxy. It looks pretty good. Gonna need some adjustment. So, I got my clamps up here, so I don't have to do the up and down. Once again, this is all temporary. It gets chopped out of the boat. This is where we don't want to bust our ass. Going over to the very top. We're even here, or a little low here. See if I can get a hammer. It never fails to pick up the epoxy hammer, the one you just... So I've gone high here to make me even right there. Y'all hold your ears. All right. Tightening her down. The center clamp's always easy. Our planking will come along here, be screwed into this, just as the top side section is. And this cup gets covered with packing tape, so I don't want to epoxy it permanently. But I think we got it. Maybe take a little excess glue off of it. Since we didn't bring a rag, we're going to do the old finger. I keep looking at it, see if my angle is correct. It's not. But as I say, I didn't want to overdo it. I have to put them on this frame, one side of this. That's a permanent frame. It's 3/4 of an inch. It gives me enough surface to run a screw into. 1/2 inch does not. This is a temporary plank here, trying to figure out how to plank the bottom at the best angle. In the shop, we have to cut limber holes into the stringers so water will drain to the low part of the bilge and the bilge pump can pull it out. Seth's installing a jig that guides the router to make these limber holes. We chose to put the limber holes in with the stringers on the boat rather than off the boat so we wouldn't make a mistake. And we'll show this jig, just a simple pieces of plywood, and the bit on the router is a core box bit, and that is a round, basically a round bit. And we are cutting 1/2 inch wide, 1 inch wide by 1/2 inch deep, and there's a lot of them. The trick on that is not to put too much pressure as you exit the stringer so it doesn't blow it out. That's real good. It looks big in the camera. It's exactly what's called for. And where we are on the boat, it goes aft of the floors or frames. And as we move forward, it'll be forward of them. Again, we're looking for the low point of the boat so water wouldn't pool in between the stringers and the floors. So we'll do about 40 of them, and we'll take an overview of the boat right here. This strip is just an attempt to find the way the strips lie in a natural way. Stringer's got a lot of curve up there, a lot of bevel in the bow. Temporary stem. Once again, 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch is permanent. 1/2 inch is temporary. Moving back up here. Temporary. There's only 2 temporary on the bottom. On the sides, every other one was temporary. Thanks for watching.